Hey guys, this is AlphaTraveler1. Give me a second. I am setting this up. I'm inviting other folks, so please bear with me while we get set up. We're setting this up, so bear with us, please. How's everybody doing? Hopefully you are doing well. Give me a second. We're connecting. Hopefully we will get this up and running relatively soon, so bear with me, please. Hopefully this is working. So bear with me, please.
Hi, Kenny.
Hey, how's it going?
Doing great.
My apologies. I have to tell you, I think I need a new laptop, even though this is a new laptop.
Doing great.
My apologies. I have to tell you, I think I need a new laptop, even though this is Hold on a moment. I'm gonna get a headpiece. My apologies.
Oh, we got an echo.
I have to tell you, I think I need a new laptop, even though. Hold on a moment. I'm gonna get a headpiece. My apologies.
Oh, we got an echo.
I have to tell you, I think I need a new laptop, even though. Hold on a moment. I'm gonna get a headpiece. My apologies.
Oh, we got like 3 echoes.
I'm hearing an echo. Are you hearing echo?
Yes. Got like 3 echoes.
I'm hearing an echo. Are you hearing echo?
Yes. Got like 3 echoes.
I'm hearing an echo. Are you hearing echo? Cheri, do you have speakers on?
I can.
You have a headset? Maybe put on a headset. Maybe that's probably causing it.
I can.
Give me a second here. All right, I'm trying to log in here just to see if there's any problems. I think I just sent Rob a link on Twitter. Hey Rob, are you on here? I think we're still trying to work out the kinks, so bear with us a moment. Oh, okay, so we are. It looks like we're on here, but I'm trying to get Rob on here, so bear with me a moment. Trying to get Rob the right link.
I'm here. Thanks, pal.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Hey, guys.
All right, guys. So, guys, thank you very much for joining us. This is our final and last stream, and this is actually so that you guys get to know Cheri and my partner channel here, Rafa's. This is really one of the reasons why we will want to come on here is to let everybody know that we really appreciate every one of you.
Well, now I can't hear you at all.
Can you hear us?
Test 1, 2. Hey everyone, what's going on? Kenny, my man, you look so good, Kenny. You look so young and vibrant. I love
It's all this time off, man.
it. You look good, bud.
Didn't have to work, so no stress.
Love it.
Hey, Joe, man, how are you? Thank you very much for coming. I see Disney World Adventures. Noah, how are you? Destination Storm, hey, how's it going? Jedi Blue Master, how are you? Oh man, we have a lot of cool people here. DNG Explorers, Derek, how are you? Marianne, Ox, thank you for coming. We have Rob, Happy Lux, how are you? Thank you for coming, y'all. So again, so everybody, we definitely appreciate you coming here in the last moment. This is actually our last stream of the year. And I want to make sure, from our perspective, our friends, I want to make sure that you all know how much we appreciate you. Really, for 2018, without every one of you, we could not have made it to where we are. So thank you all very much. And,
Thanks.
Really, everybody. My partner channel and original partner channel, one of the people that I truly like a lot on YouTube, Rob Fuzz. So
Thanks,
those
man.
of you who don't know him, check him out. And one of the biggest things that I love about his channel is that he actually got me thinking I should go to Disneyland Tokyo. He has some really cool footage. So, he kind of got me on that track. So thank you all very much. So our purpose really here is to really kind of let you guys know how much we appreciate you. And Rob, did you want to say something before we kind of get into the main purpose of this this stream is to kind of talk about travels to Disney and all that good stuff.
Hey Kenny, how's it going? Hey Sherry, what's going on, everyone? Hey everyone in the chat. Good seeing everyone. No, Kenny, I just came on to say hi. It's just it's tough for me a little bit. I got the family home this week, so I'm just popping in for a little bit. So I had a little window, so I came in and just came to say hi. I just want to thank everyone for the support. Everyone here, especially D&G Explorers, everyone, they're good friends of ours. Just everyone, just for the support all year. And that's it. Like a lot of people, like I know D&G Explorers, that's why I mentioned them. They're thanking us, for me and you, for being such great supporters of other channels and other other people and all that stuff. So, and people get it, we appreciate you guys, and it seems like you guys are appreciating us. So, hopefully I'll be doing a lot more stuff with Kenny next year. In 2019, it's been a great year. Kenny, thank you so much for being my first partner channel and being a great friend, and for helping me out with my channel and getting my monetization and all that stuff. So, Kenny was actually going to help me today. I was just on the run before, but thank you so much, Kenny, for your support. And I appreciate you, definitely. So thanks for a great year.
You're welcome. So everybody, really quick, there's a really quick announcement. So I am dedicated for spring to head back out to Disneyland, and potentially I may make another trip out to Walt Disney World in Florida. So we're going to be doing a lot of get-togethers, a lot of channels, and then I'm going to be doing one in Vegas. I'm going to make the announcement in the community section. So for those of you who can actually meet up and want to kind of, meet other channels, this is a great time. I'm kind of doing my, I guess, my fishing around for the best prices as we speak. Once we get that, I'll bring that out to our community. So maybe we could actually meet up. Last time we met up with the folks in Vegas, it was a lot of fun. We did a Vegas buffet tour and review. And we're going to be doing more of that when we go to Vegas. Hey, Alana. We got a lot of people. Little Laurel, how are you? And then we also went out to LA to Disneyland. We also met quite a few folks here, including Juan. Juan was really cool. He was actually showing, me around some of these little intricacies of Disneyland. We plan to do that for, Disneyland, potentially Walt Disney World, and Vegas again in spring. More to come. guys. So just make sure that you guys are aware of that. I'll let you guys know. And so thank you all for coming. We have Cheri, the awesome Sunset Travel. So we asked her to come on here just so that we can talk about Disney travels, what to look out for, what to expect in 2019, and if there's anything else that she sees out there that is potentially a great I guess that is a great price. Let us know. So if you don't mind, Cheri, kind of let everybody know who you are, what your services are, and all that good stuff. And let's get started.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Kenny, for inviting me today. I'm so excited to come on to make first of all, I want to make an announcement, okay, and give some shout outs because Rob, our friend Rob here, shouted me out on Twitter. Okay. So he did the shout out on Twitter. So I went in, and followed some other people that I hadn't been following on there. And I got some follow backs. And guess what happened? I hit 1,000 followers on Twitter.
Ooh, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Rob. And you'll never guess who the 1,000th follower was. It was Epcot Bob.
Nice. Hey, Epcot Bob. That's cool.
Thank you, Epcot Bob. Thank you, Rob. And thank you, Kenny, for inviting me on today. I'm so excited. This has been a fabulous year, mainly because I met all of you. I am so excited to make new friends on YouTube. And I am just, on top of the world right now. So very, very exciting. All right.
Awesome. I'm close to 5,000 followers or on Twitter. That's why I was all excited. So I don't really follow Friday that much. And I did it this week. I think I'm going to follow Friday every Friday. So I'm glad. Epcot Bob, thanks for being here 1,000 followers. That's awesome. I love Twitter. I've been having fun with Twitter. So thanks for that. I appreciate it, Cheri.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun.
So one of the things that I want to kind of talk about is kind of travels to Disney, right? So I think the biggest thing for 2019 is the Galaxy's Edge in California opens up in the summertime. So, and then I think to follow is the one in Orlando. So what are your kind of thoughts on making sure that, if you get there, what to look for, how to book that type of travel based on these big special events?
Well, I really have no idea how they're going to handle the crowds of the opening of Star Wars in Orlando. And I know it's going to be a huge problem in California as well. So we are still waiting to hear from Disney on exactly how they're going to do that. I can't imagine them not doing some kind of a lottery or something. I don't know. All I know is that Toy Story Land was crazy enough. If you remember those crowds, the lines, they were telling people, that the lines were 12 hours long. Well, that's unrealistic. It's just unrealistic, and so I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be, but stay tuned. Stay tuned to my channel, Cheri-Awesome Sunsets Travel. And, as soon as I get the latest news on that, I will definitely, let you know, because I really at this point have no idea how they're going to do that. And especially they're talking about, we were hoping it was going to open up, September, October, maybe November. Now they're talking December. I'm like, are you crazy?
For Disney World, you're saying, right?
For Disney World.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Because
I predict December 1st. I said that for months now. So I'm predicting. Really? Because Star Wars launch day, I was there December 1st in 2015. And that's when that opened, December 1st.
Oh, okay.
I just have a strong feeling. But do you have any guesses when it's going to open for both Disneyland and Disney World?
No, I've heard guesses like you. You know, I've heard November 15th. Now I'm hearing more toward the middle to end of December. So it's anybody's guess, really.
I think one of the things that I was talking to our friends on West Coast. I think Juan is on here. So last time we were hanging out there, we were expecting them to close down the park because of the Galaxy's Edge. We were there literally 2 weeks ago, right? It wasn't even Christmas yet. It was almost to capacity. If you think about that, and Galaxy's Edge isn't open yet, I could tell you that in my opinion, they're gonna close that down. This is gonna be like the Animal Kingdom all over again. If you think about, when Animal Kingdom opened up with the Avatar Land, there was 6 or almost 5.5, 6 hour wait. I was there the second day, and there was a 5.5 hour wait, and I saw 2 or 3 people get pulled off in a gurney from heat exhaustion. It was over 100 some degrees that day. I'm expecting that to happen in Disneyland and Disney World as well.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, especially, in California. I mean, I know it doesn't get as hot there, I don't think, but that's going to be summertime. Yeah. So it's going to be hot.
yeah. So,
think it's going to be open before Memorial Day, Cheri?
No, I think it'll probably be right around that. I really do. I really think it's going to be either right before or right after. I'm hoping right before.
Can't wait. I'm really excited. So.
Yeah. Well, Toy Story we thought would be around that time frame, and then they, moved that to June. So we'll see.
They did move it back. Any idea when the Star Wars hotel in Disney World would possibly even groundbreak at this point?
Yeah, I'm thinking that is going to be in the Imagineers' hands for quite a while. I'm expecting that to take quite a while in the planning and all of that kind of stage. So I'm going to guess 2 to 3 years down the line, maybe. Hopefully.
I'm turning the big 50 soon, and that's where I'm sorry, Kenny. I'm turning 50 soon, and that's where I want to go for my 50th. That's about 2-3 years off, so about the time where it's lighting into place. But I just have a really bad feeling that I'm never ever even going to get a reservation for that hotel. So it's the negative.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be the thing. It's getting the reservation. I know whenever the over the water bungalows opened up in Jamaica, before that, the only over the water bungalows was, like over in Tahiti, which is just too far for a lot of people to travel. So they opened some up in Jamaica, and I think within no time at all, they were booked up for like 5 years.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
I am serious. No lie.
Wow. Well, here's a question, because I know these big events, they will impact our ability to, like Rob said, get a reservation. What is your opinion on these big events impacting the cost of a stay, as in the hotel cost? Have you seen that impacted negatively?
Yes. Just this past little bit here, we've seen an increase of 15% or more.
Wow.
So I expect, and especially at the Caribbean beach, because I know we stayed there, and that's going to be a hub for the new Skyliner, and it is so convenient because it's right, it's going to be very accessible to Epcot and Hollywood Studios. And whenever Star Wars opens, that is going to be prime time property, So I'm expecting prices to jump at the Caribbean beach. I really am.
So in terms of, is there any way that we can minimize that impact? here's the problem. The thing is, we don't know when it's going to open, right? So really, the only way I see it is book early. But if you book early, then problem is what happens? You may be
Don't know.
out of the money. I don't know.
You don't know when it's going to open. We are shooting for, now this is just me, but I'm shooting for February. So I'm shooting for like first or second week of February. We went this past time, we went the last couple of days of January, first week of February. And in the morning and at night it was pretty cool. You know, it was pretty chilly, you know, but we just, I mean, we didn't have like a winter coat on or anything. We just had a, you know, fleece jacket and we were good. I would hope that they would have it open by then. I'm really hoping that they will. Now, the one good thing that Disney did do for us travel agents and for the travelers and for the guests is they started booking the packages 499 days in advance. Okay. Before that change, you could book a room only for 499 days in advance. But it was June or July before they would put out the packages for the following year. So you're talking 6 months prior to your stay. So people would have to book, you know, because you have to book these things at least a year in advance, really, honestly. And it's going to be
Wow.
even more so with Star Wars coming in. So, yeah, so you can book a room only and then switch it over to a package. And that's what we had to do, you know. So it was double work for us. It was double work for Disney. You know, it really made no sense. I don't know why they did it that way, but now they've got it to where you can book the full packages with your dining and your tickets and everything together 499 days in advance. And I totally recommend that you do that. And the sooner the better, you know, at least get your deposit paid. It's only a $200 deposit. So, you know, it's not too bad.
I've ne- I have never ever I've never ever changed my reservations in the past. So the question to you is this: that if you do book that far in advance, and if you needed to change the dates, what does Disney charge you, if any?
They don't charge anything until you get down past that 30-day mark, and that's when your final payments due anyway. So if you make changes after that 30 days before arrival, then there may be some charges. But usually if you make a change where the price goes up or stays the same, then they don't charge you. It's only like if you're going down in price, then they charge a $50 change fee. So it's not bad at all. So what we do is we book the package or room only or whatever it is, you know, as far out as you can. Then whenever the specials come out, because the specials usually don't come out until about 3 to 6 months before your travel dates. So that's when they're going to start, you know, putting specials out there, usually on the dates that aren't selling as well. And then, so they'll put a special out there to fill the rooms, you know, which makes sense. That's what you do. And so as they put those specials out, then we can modify your reservation to take advantage of that special. So don't be afraid of booking early thinking, oh, well, the price may go down, or they may offer free dining later on, or what have you. So you can book it in advance. At least you've got that availability there. That's the main thing, you know, get your availability, get it booked, and then worry about specials later.
So, what about, hey, Rob, what is that, D3 that you belong to?
Yeah.
There's an event in California. How is that? How is that looking? Do you know, Sherry? What did these things like that, and how does that impact you as a travel agent or us going?
Well, you know, D23 is becoming more and more popular, and that is kind of like Disney's fan club, okay? And so it's free to join D23, you know, just as a entry level type thing, but then I think it's a couple $100 or something like that. You can pay a little extra, but you get a really nice gift package, you know, for doing that. But anyway, so if you belong to their fan club, the D23, then you can go and hear, you know, all the announcements. They usually have huge announcements, you know, for the upcoming years, you know, like several years sometimes in advance. And so, you know, that might, you know, so it could affect availability, especially of hotels in the area. So definitely you want to, you know, either if you're going to that event, book early. If you're not going to that event, you may want to change your time schedule a little bit around that.
Do you foresee like these big events impacting hotel rates outside of Disney? So if you were to stay at a Hampton Inn or something like that, do you think they're going to follow? My assumption is yes, because they, you know, they have people that work for them that kind of say, hey, listen, what are these big events? Let's raise it up or down, right?
Oh,
Or you
absolutely.
see that?
Oh, absolutely. It's supply and demand. So anybody that's ever taken a marketing class understands that if something is in high demand, they're going to, you know, charge more for it. And that's just the way the market runs. Absolutely.
So these are the two big events I think it will have an impact on the cost for all of us. You know, our partner channels, our folks, our supporters. So really, that's the reason why I want to kind of get it out there, so that I kind of talk to you as an expert to kind of say, hey, look, you know, if you want to book within a certain time frame, you should start booking early. Like you said, it's a $200 what's that word? Deposit, and I
Mm-hmm.
think that you know, you could change it up to what you said, 30 days, which is great.
Right.
So this way, you know, we as, you know, as Disney enthusiasts won't be really highly impacted by the cost.
Exactly. And, you know, if your schedule is flexible and you see a special out there that, you know, may not be for the exact time that you've booked for, but you can change your dates too, you know. So if you're flexible in your job where you can take off, you know, different dates, then you could take advantage. Say, you know, maybe the special was a week or two before when you were planning on going. So, you know, not only can you change your rate, but you can change your dates. And like I said, no penalty as long as you do it early. And like I said, the specials usually come out 3 to 6 months in advance. So that 30-day window is not going to affect you, you know, for those.
So looking at the chat, I think Erica, you know, she made a great point. You know, a lot of people may be leery about booking with a travel agent, but you know, I have I think I've shared this with you. Like one of my former coworkers went to Disney and he used a travel agent. He just doesn't have the time. And when he got there, it was a really, I remember, I think it was an event, and he says everything was sold out. And he was kind of stuck, right? And I think he was supposed to be in Coronado Springs, and then because there's a lot of corporate events, and I think I remember it was Disney Run that whole week or two, so really was out, and he called the travel agent. Travel agent said, "Give me some time." Literally within 15 to 20 minutes later, told him to go to Animal Kingdom. I think it was Animal Kingdom, in instead of, you know, to Coronado Springs. Disney gave them, they got them upgraded to Animal Kingdom. So, you know, it is very useful, you know, if you have a you know, a really good travel agent who really understands and how to communicate and how to get you what you need. So yeah, I do agree. You know, a travel agent, for those people who have no idea how to do it and what to do, best way to do it. You know, kind of talk to people.
Oh, yes. You know, I personally work for one of the biggest travel agencies in North America, actually. So, my travel agency carries a lot of clout, so, but all the travel agencies are like that. I mean, Disney put the Disney trained travel agents up here, and they really do give us, what do you call it? Not preferential treatment, but they listen when we speak, in other words. So, excuse me. And so if there is something that is not right, or, something that the guest needs, they will listen to us. Absolutely. So,
And so in terms of what you're seeing now, are there any other large events that, we have to think about? Those are the only two that I remember. So
yeah, I think that's probably the two that's sticks out in my mind as well. Now the opening of the Skyliner, could be a little bump in guests. I know, the Mickey and Minnie's Railway is going to be opening as well. And then you're talking Guardians of the Galaxy and Tron, and the list goes on and on. So, just pay attention. Go to the Disney Parks blog and get your information, or call your travel agent, and they will help you to either, if you're wanting to go to that, to either book those dates or to avoid those dates, whichever one applies.
Hey, Sherry, I was just curious. If you were a betting woman, when do you think Disney's going to announce those exact opening dates for Galaxy's Edge? If you just, have you heard any rumblings, or if your prediction, or are they going to announce it at an event? Or Disney's been very mysterious the last 2-3 months with previews and announcing stuff, and it just, what do you think? Do you have anything?
Well, typically, now this is just typically, they will announce those big announcements at D23.
Yeah, D23 is in August, though. So
I know.
that's the problem. So they can't do it this year, though.
Yeah,
you're right. Yeah, as we were talking, I was
right.
looking. So
not for California anyway, but
right,
for Florida, that could be a possibility.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And then they had
Sherry,
just recently at the Grand Floridian, didn't they? Or am I wrong?
They did have a little event, yeah.
Yeah, a smaller event, but they had some announcements. They had quite a few announcements actually with that one too. And when was that? Was that like November-ish?
Yeah, it's just recent.
Yeah. So, pay attention to that too. They might announce some things there. You never know.
So D&G Explorers is asking Sherry, or even Erica, or whoever are working as guest travel agents, what perks do travel agents get for themselves when they book reservations for others?
Well, that's the great thing. I was going to tell you that about booking with a travel agent. Well, good ones anyway. We don't charge any extra than what you would normally pay if you booked it yourself. Okay. So that's the huge advantage of booking with a travel agent. If you either don't have the time, or you don't understand it completely, or whatever the reason is that you would rather have someone else do it for you, a travel agent is the only way to go, because I don't charge any more than what you would normally pay through Disney. Disney gives me a commission, on what I sell. So, it's kind of like, I look at it like a referral fee, So they give me a referral fee for me referring my people to them to book. So that's how it works.
Derek, does that answer your question? So, and then I guess Hip Hop Music, he's asking you where your business location is. My assumption is it may be in the need for a travel agent. I don't know, but he's asking that in the chat.
Funny you ask, because I am a virtual travel agent, I guess you would call it. My office location is at awesomesunsets.com. So if you have any questions or you need any help with any of your travel, you can contact me as Cheri, CHERI, at awesomesunsets.com. That's my email address. And, my contact info is on my website as well at awesomesunsets.com.
Awesome. So, and then I guess Mouse Talk says, I don't think they'll wait until D23 to announce the opening date of Galaxy's Edge for Walt Disney World. I think they'll announce it when they announce the opening date for Disneyland. Just an opinion.
I got it, by the way. I got it. I had an epiphany. Is that the word, epiphany?
Oh, okay.
I got it. I know exactly when they're going to. Everyone ready? Here it comes. You heard it here first. You guys ready?
Okay.
Kenny, you ready? Cheri, you ready? I know exactly when they're going to announce it. I just thought about it.
Okay.
February 3rd. You know what's on February 3rd? The Super Bowl. It's going to be a Super Bowl commercial. I just thought of it. I bet you that's when they announce it. Go big.
Oh, that
go big or go home.
That would
what
be.
Do you think, Kenny? I think that's going to be it. At least Disneyland. I think Cheri's right. I think they're going to wait. So I'll be honest with you. I don't think who the hell knows? These parks even look. This Galaxy's Edge looks like it's ready to go. I said the same thing about Toy Story Land, but they hate it, so I don't know.
I think it could be a Christmas announcement. They want to make an extra special announcement. That's what I think, at least for Disneyland.
Well, Christmas is gone, Kenny. It's good.
No, I'm sorry. Next year. If
2019's here, it's opening.
No. I'm assuming for Walt Disney World if they get delayed. Sorry.
Hope they get delayed. Yeah. No, I'm really hoping that we hear sooner more than later, because I mean it would benefit Disney, in my opinion, to at least give us, I mean, they're saying late fall. Well, that could be, the beginning of winter is what, December 22nd, so what are they going to do? Wait till December 21st to, announce it? I don't know. So, but I would think they would want to announce the date as soon as possible, because maybe they don't want people to book for it because it's going to be a madhouse, but I don't know. What do you think? They'll wait?
Well, I think Rob could be right. I think Disney has always announced these things in really, really big announcements and potentially an important date. So I think it's possible. I think he's right, because Disney has also advertised in Super Bowls, right? In these big events and big dates. So yeah, I think it makes sense.
Yes, I agree. I hope so. Like I said, the sooner the better.
So in terms of Disney wise, is there anything else that jumps out to you that you may want to kind of give to our subscribers or chatters here?
Yes, absolutely. So for those of you that caught my video yesterday, I announced that Disney is going to be having a ticket special. Okay. So the ticket special, now this is for Disney World. I'm not sure. One of my viewers did tell me that, I think it was Red, said that it was going to be something like this for Disneyland as well. But it says, Disney officials also recently announced the addition of a 4-day, 4-park Magic Value ticket that will cost $85 per day plus tax, for a total price of $340 plus tax. Tickets go on sale January 18th. So mark that on your calendar, January 18th. So you could book like a room only and then take advantage of this ticket package. Now, there is a catch to the ticket package. Everybody's always, what's the catch, right? Well, the catch is that you cannot park hop, number one.
Oh.
And number two, you can't go back to the same park twice. So in other words, you can only go to Magic Kingdom once, Epcot once, Hollywood Studios once, and Animal Kingdom once. So no park hopping and only go to the same park once. So there is a little bit of, you know, a catch to it, but for $85 a day, you can't beat that.
Is there a blackout?
You know, I'll have to check on that. I don't see anything like that listed here. But yeah, I'll check on that and let you know.
That, I mean, that's really a good price. I think one of the things that a lot of people have kind of shied away from Disney and recently is just the prices just keeps going up, 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 and up, you know, and then they get in, I'm sure, you know, they're like, oh yeah, you're blacked out, then what, you know? So I think that's going to be important. So beyond that, all right, is there any other travel related packages that you think are just so awesome that you want to share with everybody?
Well, I'll have to look at and see, you know, what they have listed for packages. But since we were talking about that, you know, you can go ahead and book a package and put your tickets on the package, and you can lock that price in. So if there is a change in the ticket prices, that won't affect you if you have tickets already on your package. So that's important. The thing that changed recently and probably is going to make the biggest impact for people is that Disney went to a date-based ticket system. So no longer can they just say, okay, tickets are $120 or whatever. So I've seen tickets for around Christmas and New Year time of like $139.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, you know, and upwards. So it depends on which day you're going to come. So now, you know, if you book your tickets separately, or if you're not staying on property, you know, you have to tell them what day you're coming. Now you can do what's called a flex ticket.
That's what I was going to
ask. Cost more.
Yeah. How much more is it?
You can do a flexible date ticket. They just charge you more. So
no forever stamp there.
No forever stamps. And if you get one, you're going to pay for it. So I know that's been causing a little bit of an uproar here lately because people aren't used to that.
Yeah. So I think this is one of the reasons. You know, I'm trying to get a lot of get your time in. Potentially, there's someone else that another travel agent that may want to come up here, kind of talk. Is literally if a lot of people find booking confusing. And what I've been telling, you know, people say, look, if it's confusing to you, get a travel agent. And, you know, people are like, well, where do you start? Where do you go? And I said, well, you know, we have a lot of friends here. And they're like, well, let's get them back on. That's kind of what I was getting in terms of the PM private messages. So this is the reason why you're on here again, Cheri. So thank you very much.
Absolutely. I thank you for the opportunity.
So besides Disney, are there any other packages out there that, you know, like maybe Caribbeans or Mexico or somewhere like that that just stands out, that's too good to be true, that you've seen?
Yes. Like I said, yesterday when I did my live stream, and I don't know if I can put my channel in there, but there was some in the Caribbean that were like 600.
I can link it for you.
Yeah, if you can link that for me. There was some in the Caribbean that were like $600, I think. That's great.
$600 for how many days?
Wow.
And what's included?
Yeah, let me see if I can pull that back up here. Talk amongst yourselves for a second.
So Kenny, when you going to Tokyo Disneyland, buddy? I'm talking amongst yourselves.
Yeah, I actually looked at the prices. I think the best price was somewhere in August or September to go. Just to give you an idea, the round trip for coach, if I was to do it in spring, it was actually almost $2,000
Wow.
round trip. And going in September, I was able to bring it down to 1,600. So that's actually not bad. You know, if there was two of us, then that's $800 savings. And in terms of the hotel wise, I was actually thinking about doing like a Hilton outside of the parks. Um, you know, I kind of looked at other channels who stayed in and versus stay outside. They said it's actually easier when you go home and you need to go to the airport. I don't know how true that is, Rob. So maybe you could tell me how far it really is from, say, Tokyo Airport.
It's far.
Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of what they said. You know, your best bet is, you know, to get up earlier when you want to go there, and literally, you'll be able to get to the airport and not worry about being late.
Cheri, I just posted your YouTube channel and your website there. All the information's
Thank
on the
you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. And unfortunately, I got to get going, guys. A great chat, great live stream as always, guys. The natives are getting restless. It's dinner time over here, so I know you're.
Well, thank you again, Rob, for the shout out on Twitter.
No
That was
problem.
awesome.
And it was interesting. Good conversation. My prediction, don't forget it, guys. Super Bowl.
Thank you very
Keep
much.
going, Cheri. Thanks, guys, so much.
Thank you.
See you soon, guys.
Have a good one.
Thanks, guys.
All right, so Cheri, so those of you who want a really good deal, go check out Cheri's channel there. You heard it from here that there is a Caribbean, I guess a Caribbean package out there for $600. I don't think you can go wrong with that. So, guys, go hang out there, go check that out. And one thing I want to address here. I have someone PM me, private message me, and asked me personally if I like to stay on site or off site. So here's the thing. If you guys really want my true opinion, I am for maximizing everything that I get. And what that means is when I do book, I prefer to book outside of Disney simply because I get points. And just to give you an idea, I'm a Hilton guy. And to now, when my business travel or personal travel, I have enough days to get me a 4-night stay somewhere in LA already. If I would have stayed on exclusively on site at Disney, I would not have that, right? And plus, I'm a gold member on Hilton, and what that means is that all breakfast is free for me. And depending on the hotel, I get to go to the VIP room. And what that actually means, some VIP rooms, some Hilton, very high-end Hiltons, you have lunch, breakfast, and dinner all for free. So for me, that is worth the money. And a lot of times, the price you pay versus what you get a whole lot better going outside. Just to give you an idea, last year I stayed at a Hilton, the Hilton by Disney Springs, their partner, I guess, hotel they call it. I got the same price for a king size room, and with a view of Disney Springs, for the price I would pay for All Star Sports. Think about that. And I paid a little extra so I could get the extra magic hour as well. You know, for me, that makes perfect sense, right? You know, but here's the thing: you really have to calculate it and look at it. What makes sense for you, right? So
Right.
for me, that made sense. It saved me a lot of money. And I go to California. Oh my God, it's thing is, I stay off property as well. The reason is in California, the California traffic really stinks.
Right.
It took me 2 hours from Disney, which is 23 miles from the airport. It took me one time over 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I literally ran to the airplane and as they were closing the door.
Oh yeah.
So this is the reason why I stay off site. And when I stay off site in LA, I look for a hotel that does not charge you for parking. And I save a lot of money. Just to give you an idea, based on staying on site and off site, I save about 40% when I go to LA versus going to Walt Disney World because things are so much cheaper there for me. So there you go, guys. For those of you who want to know about my preferences, my preference is to stay off site. It's cheaper, but it's not always cheaper. I have no problem seeing all-star sports or movies if they provided the right cost, right? So again, for me, it's dollar and cents. And I've been going to Disney over 20 something years by myself now. So, I know when to go and what type of prices and all that stuff to expect. So many people don't. So you will definitely need, someone like Cheri who has an expertise to help you get to where you want to go without having to worry. So there it is. So those of you who've actually private messaged me, you know how I do it.
Now I'm just a little bit different, Kenny.
Okay.
And everybody's different. Everybody is different. You do Disney, I always say you do you. So you do you.
Yep.
Now, I'm different because I like to stay on property because number one, I'm going to fly. So I'm not going to have a car, and I don't want to, go through the hassle of renting a car and having to pay for parking and all of that other kind of thing. I would rather just get off the plane, have the Magical Express pick me up at the airport, shuttle me to my hotel, and then Disney shuttles me back and forth to the park, and I don't have to worry about traffic. I don't have to worry about parking. I don't have to worry about any of that. I just want to be able to go and have fun and not worry. And that is why I like to stay on property stuff.
Well, just to give you an idea, for which Becky from in here in the chat, beloved ones, she made a great point because a lot of people stay off site because the cost is significantly different. So this past spring, when I went to Walt Disney World myself, I stayed off site. Well, actually, I went twice, and these are very quick trips. And one time I stayed on because I was able to get a really good deal at All Star Movies. And any other resorts could not beat the price. One other time, All Star Sports was at 198 or 89 or something like that, where I would have stayed at a Hilton for 119.
Mm-hmm.
So, and so looking at the dollar and cents, and then also, you could actually get a bus service to your hotel. It's for Mears, and you could do it online. It's like $20 or $30 each way. I forget what it was, but for me, I did that, and that made more sense to me. But again, just as Cheri said in the past, these companies will adjust accordingly. So, if you don't lock it in, you won't know what you're going to get. But for me, this is the reason why I love LA is because, one, it's cheaper for me to fly out from Atlanta to LA sometimes. And just to give you an idea, 289, 279 on average for a round trip for me to go to LA it's pretty common. And it's really common for us to fly down to Orlando. It cost me $489. Just on flight alone, it saves me money. And then the car prices to rent a car, if you wanted it, I like renting cars. I like the freedom to go somewhere, to go shopping and visit family because I have family down there, right? It's $89 a night in Orlando, and my cost to get a car, which I'm a gold member, they upgraded me to whatever car I wanted.
Yeah.
$34.99 a night in LA.
Big
A
difference.
night. Big difference, right? And the hotel is what is most telling. The hotels, if you compare most of the time in Orlando, you're looking at 189, 239 is generally the average price I'm seeing now, right? LA, 119, you could still get a really good hotel. So you kind of look at the prices there. For me, I'm like, okay, I'm going to Disney. I mean, I don't care, you know. And plus, I get to hang out with some of my West Coast peeps. So this is the kind of reason why, I've gone out there. For those of you who, again, who need a little more guidance, you got Cheri here. Go hang out and go ask her, hey, this is what I need. Though, um, as a travel agent, I think you'll be able to more than be able to accommodate.
Oh, absolutely. And, that just goes to show it pays to shop around. It really does. And if you don't have time to do that, call your local travel agent, call me, just, you don't have to take on, all of that yourself,
Actually, don't call your local travel agent, call Cheri.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, we're all friends here, and she already said if you need a travel agent, you don't get charged extra. You pay the same exact price. So at least now you know who Cheri is. She's really down to earth. They'll be able to help you with what you need. So guys, really just want to be able to talk to y'all to kind of get an idea. Hey, one. Um, these are some of these big things coming down the road that may impact your cost. And let me tell you, a lot of people don't talk to you about that. And this is the reason why we want to be able to talk to you. Hey, if you want to book a trip, think about some of the events that will impact you. And two, know when you could open to start booking so you can lock these prices in. And three, if you don't have the time, at least now you know Cheri is a travel agent. She can help you. And four, understand that there are more than Disney out there. Cheri also does that as well. And just as she said, there is a Caribbean package out there for $699 or something like that. That sounds really, really fantastic. So, want to make sure that you're, timing, just as Derek from D&G Explorer says, timing is everything. So, for me, I want to make sure everybody here who's here understands what to look out for, how to book, and want to make sure that we convey that we hope everybody had a great Christmas, and 2019, hope everything is a bad year for everybody.
Absolutely. And I just want to say thank you so much, Kenny, for having me on. 2018 was the year that I will call this the year of the YouTube, because I've been on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter for years and had never really paid too much attention to YouTube. And so once I found that there was a Disney community inside of YouTube and they were just as crazy about Disney as I was like, oh, wow, okay, this is home. It really felt like home. And you all have, invited me in with open arms. And I really, really appreciate that. So yeah, so big things going to be in 2019. You said that I do other things. I do specialize in cruises and group cruises. So definitely watch for that. And so I'll probably be making some huge announcements, to do with that coming soon. So yeah, so stay in touch with me on YouTube and all the other social medias. I always put my links underneath my videos. So any of my videos, you can go and connect with me on any of the social platforms, whatever your favorite platform is. But definitely watch my travel talk. I've been doing that on Friday mornings, 10 o'clock Eastern time. and you can find my schedule on theliveplace.com. So big shout out to Dean at theliveplace.com, and he's really helped me get started along with you, Kenny, on YouTube. So I have a lot to be thankful for this year. So thank you guys.
You're welcome. And so from our perspective, I think we have multiple channels out there. And from our perspective, you have Cheri as resources. So if you ever want someone to talk about travels, feel free to reach out to, Cheri or someone else out there. This is all about collaboration, guys. We need to collaborate together to help each other out. And from our perspective, we want to make sure that you, as you book, there are things to think about. If you don't think about those, that will cost you a lot of money, an arm and a leg, which we don't want, So this is kind of, hopefully this kind of helps everybody to kind of get an idea what's coming down the pike, how to, what to look out for so you could save money. And for 2018, I had a banner year. Our channel grew, and thank you all very much for your help and being there as friends. And I think 2019 will be another great year for everybody. We will continue to bring a lot of these type of content to you to help you out, and we will share the resources with everybody here. So hopefully in 2019 we can make it bigger, grander, and literally everybody will get to where we want to be. So we will talk to you all in 2019. And again, folks, reach out to Cheri if you have any questions about travels. She's there for you. And for 2019, I actually look forward to meeting a whole bunch of you, either in Orlando, in California, or in Vegas. So with that said, thank you all again very much for everything. I hope everybody will have a safe and wonderful New Year's. And we will see you in 2019. Thanks, guys. Have a great one.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.